These changes mean that people conceived through donated egg or sperm in South Australia will now be able to learn more about their biological parents, even in the instance that the donor wanted to remain anonymous. Yesterday, the South Australian government launched the donor conception portal. What that means is that donor children can now look at the details of their parents, including the name and date of birth, and in some cases, their medical background and cultural details. The advocates of this scheme say that this is actually life-saving information which can help determine if someone is predisposed to a range of genetic conditions. The government has described this as a big step forward in removing some of the secrecy which surrounded donors prior to 2004, when they were granted lifetime anonymity following their donations. Take a listen to what the Health Minister, Chris Picton, had to say about this.
This is a core sense of who people are, and everybody should have the right to know who they are and the background of their information. And that's why we're making these really significant changes. And this will be the first time anywhere in Australia in which this electronic register will be available with this level of information available.
Well, the government says they'll be contacting donors, and from that point in time, there'll be 90 days before their name and date of birth is put on the registry. But former donors have voiced some concerns about this scheme, saying that they only donated given that their details would remain private, and they are concerned that these changes could result in a reduction in the number of donors. In response to that, the South Australian government says parents have no obligation to contact their biological children. So far to date, though, there's been more than 2,000 previous donors who have been put on this registry, and the government says there's plenty more to come, Lorna.